The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Back to pass. It's Battiato. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The give from the gun. Got a little space. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Aggies will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Looking downfield, it's Vattiano. Blasted as he lets it go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and again.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Makes the catch, it's Prime. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quickly out to the tight end. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers and works his way to the 19.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Stanley. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the returner will be dragged down. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Going up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Cutler. Got a man. It's Clyde. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks. He uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dropping back, it's Battiato. Right down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. I'm trying to power it in. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They're going to run it. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste. Minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Battiato. This one's complete. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Spins it out to the back. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 2nd down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the run in the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He wants to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Quarterback knew he had man coverage there, and there was no question where he was going with it. Found his matchup on the perimeter, one-on-one, made an accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll run it to the right. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Cutler. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pride. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Hunt. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. Fires left. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, MTSU.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stanley. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Walker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He wants to throw it again. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Battiato. He'll throw it. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hunt. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Battiato. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Walker. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hunt. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walker. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stanley. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Scanning the field, it's Cutler. Got a man, it's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores, that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
New Mexico State lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He fires one deep over the middle. It's caught. Off and running. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down for this offense. They'll try to get outside. Creates a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Battiato. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walker. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, MTSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
42, New Mexico State, 25.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Cutler. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hunt. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.